Hello, Libra. Welcome to your weekly reading for May 26th to the end of the month. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And yeah, we're going to jump right into it. Welcome to the best week of the month. One of the best weeks of the year and one of the best new moons of the year as well. Of all of 2025. Here we are. You saw your last week's reading, and that's really important. First, I want you to think about January, February, March, and April. I want you to think about you can go back to November or December. What happened for you? Not a lot, right? Now, everything is changing. This is night and day, all right? We have not seen a week like this. Last week, like that either. And that's another thing. If you didn't see last week's reading, one of the reasons why this week is enormously special is because of the aspects that happened last week. So just make sure you see that, because those aspects, those rare aspects that have happened, are bolstering. They're supporting this new moon in ways that you've never seen. That's why it's one of the best new moons. Look at what's happening this week too. This is going to be enormously special. All right. You are on the brink of this incredible change, Libra. It's just happening for you. All right. And remember, you got Saturn, Neptune, and Ceres, okay, all conjuncting in Aries, all moved into Aries now. The beginning of the beginning. This hasn't happened in over 300 years. This is big. This is really big. So once again, to understand the sheer magnitude of what's happening this week, you just remember the things from last week. Everything's syncing up for you. And this is an enormously auspicious, feel good, exciting weekend. It could be very busy for you. I look at your chart. I'm like, okay, you got a lot of stuff happening with partnerships, with relationships, with money, with career, even travel. There's a lot happening for you. It's bonkers. All right. And with this week, yeah, there are moments I actually had to triple check some things. It's like, is this real? Is this really happening? This is just mind-blowing. Now, Monday, May 26th, or the 27th, depending on where you live, we have the new moon in Gemini, 6 degrees, okay? It's happening at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday. That's why I say 26th or 27th. It is a supermoon as well, meaning it's orbiting very close to Earth. All right. Remember, we talked about the power of the moon. All the planets have energy. So you will feel this. You will really, really feel this. You're going to feel excited. You're going to feel even restless. It's in Gemini. And the new moon is Mercury ruled, Gemini's ruler. And remember from last week, over the weekend, Mercury moved into Gemini and its domicile. So this week, communication, launching new businesses, writing projects, all of that, launching the new, selling things, travel, all of that on the table for you. Again, I talked more about this last week on all this mercurial energy. We had like 6 Mercury aspects. So this week, when you got Mercury in Gemini with the new moon in Gemini, Mercury conjuncting the moon, so Mercury and the moon making aspects with all the outer planets for this week, that's big. That's a big new moon, okay? The moon and Mercury is sextiling Saturn and Neptune. They're conjuncting Uranus. They're, as you see, Mercury trining Pluto, right? But the moon is trining Pluto as well. And I know I dropped these forecasts a few days before the actual week began. So over the weekend, before you even move into this week, don't forget, you got the sun trine Pluto. What? Right? You can't make this up. You got Pluto trining the moon, sun, and Mercury. I mean, trines, remember, are enormously supportive and harmonious and make things easier for you. So this new moon in Gemini is very optimistic and electric and cheerful, enthusiastic. It's fun. It's flirty. It's adventurous. It's enterprising. It's curious, creative, intellectual. That's how you're going to feel. This is very collaborative energy too, mingling, networking, and you have so much happening. Don't forget, you got Mars in Leo. Yeah. You got the sun highly active. The sun's in Gemini for sure, but the sun is Leo's ruler, and that natively rules your 11th house of your social network, groups you belong to, your community, benefactors, allies, but also your future hopes, wishes, and dreams. Like Libra, you're good already. Again, we'll go deeper. All right. This is the last of 2 super new moons we're going to have this year. Next month will be the last. All right. And check out, I did a June astrology overview, like a forecast, just on key dates you can expect for June. I'll leave it at the end of this video or in the description box. I mean, I give you some dates to look forward to. Remember, the new moon in June is on par with this one. These are the 2 best, okay? There's another one that's actually really, 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 really good too this year. They're amazing, all right? The one in June has a different flavor, but I just... seeing what's happening for you, it's bonkers. Yeah. Remember, you got Jupiter moving into Cancer next month as well. So yeah, that's in your 10th house of fame. Yeah. So really, really, you're at a great spot. Plant seeds for this new moon, set intentions, put wheels in motion, sign contracts, agreements, plan trips, and you're going to be getting a lot. Again, there's so much happening here for you, okay? And plant mental seeds. Remember, this is all about, what did I say earlier? Curiosity, creativity, so new things that you want to bring into your life, okay? On your path to enlightenment. Remember, you're on a karmic journey, so it's all about the inspired actions you take. And this is when you can see great new paths opening for you anyway, because remember what I said, you got the keys. You got the keys. You got the keys last week, all right? Speak to the moon. Listen, I said everything's energy. You speak what you want into existence, okay? As above, so below. Especially for the first 3 days of this new moon where you're going to, that's when it's really potent. But again, this is just kicking off a new cycle for you. Everything is cyclical. Now, this new moon is at 6 degrees, mutable degree. Gemini is a mutable sign. So this is adapting to change. Your lives are changing. Even, it's big, okay? 6 degrees is attributed to the Virgo degree. So it is a Virgo degree, but remember, Mercury rules both Gemini and Virgo. So you throw in the 6, 7 Mercury aspects from last week and this week. Yeah, this is big. This is big. It's special. Be social. Network. Okay. And it's almost like I don't have to tell you that with the strong Mercury aspects happening this week, you just will. And if not you, remember, it's for the collective. Everyone's going to feel this. And therefore, you will likely be getting emails or DMs or messages or letters. Yeah? Letters in a bottle. Whatever those things were called. Okay? From friends, family, siblings, recruiters, neighbors, anything. Okay? Phone calls still happen. You may be getting phone calls. This is it. You're good. This is big. But also, just don't forget, this is you being on the brink of big ideas and breakthroughs and even shifts in perspective for this new moon. Why? Mercury is in its rulership in Gemini with Jupiter. Remember, Jupiter is in Gemini. Jupiter, Jove, king of the gods, who brings luck and good fortune and wisdom and expansion, profit, abundance. This is higher mind. And this new moon is in your 9th house, Libra. That's a big deal because Jupiter is a native ruler of the 9th house, which is everything that I mentioned, like higher mind, it's spirituality, it's your perspective, it's your belief system, it's self-belief, it's wisdom, it's you becoming role model, the wise person. It's also travel, long distance travel. A lot of y'all gonna be taking really big trips or being in touch with people overseas. Foreign cultures, foreign lands. Are you writing that book? A lot of y'all will be writing books. You got your 3rd house and your 9th house activated. Oh, yeah. If the 3rd house is writing, right? If the 3rd house is writing, the 9th house is like the printing press, right? So you've got this new moon in your printing press and also broadcasting. So some of y'all may be launching podcasts as well. If not, think about it. Think about it, because a lot of y'all, when I see what's happening for you, are in a place where you are starting side hustles or doing side gigs or doing something else that is, in addition to your career. All right. Turning creative, your hobbies into, monetization, things like that. Okay. Use this. 9th house is also education. All right. So a lot of y'all will be going back to school, or thinking about going back to school, learning something new, or becoming teachers. All right? Now, or finishing courses for, and now, you're the expert. Anyway, this is big for you, okay? It's big because you have a stellium in Gemini. You got Mercury, the sun, the moon, and Jupiter, and Hygeia, which just moved into Gemini, and Sedna, which just moved into Gemini. I'm going to do a separate live stream on Sedna. I think I told you this. I have to. It's one of the reasons why we're going to go through this big change. And remember, we're not even halfway through the year. One of the reasons you're going to see big change in 2025 and a big shift in the collective is because of Sedna. She hasn't been in Gemini since the last ice age. Now, I think I told you last week that when you have Jupiter and Gemini, the twin, right? Gemini often brings two paths or two opportunities. And this is you just picking the path that brings you the most joy and faith and expansion and self-belief. Remember, that's Jupiter. It's Jove. It expands. And this new moon is in Jupiter's house. This is so great for you. So do things that bring you joy. This is a genuinely joyful new moon and a major upgrade because remember the aspects that happened over the weekend that you're going to feel this week. Saturn bringing that stability, Saturn the long term for your goals. Yeah, remember Saturn and Neptune. Neptune bringing that compassion, that heightened intuition, your ideals, creativity, your vision. And remember, they're freshly new in Aries for the first time in our life. And Aries is all about initiating, pioneering. And remember, this is your 7th house. You are the native ruler of the 7th house. You are going to really feel this. 7th house is marriage. It's partnerships. It's relationships, one-on-one commitments. And yeah, it can be love. It can be career. It can be your relationship with your lawyer, your accountant, your agent, your publicist, your, mailman. It doesn't matter. That's the thing. It one-on-one, but contracts, legal matters. Now, why is that a big deal? Because you have all this mercurial energy, right? With all this Gemini energy and a new moon in Gemini where you sign things, where you make even verbal agreements. But when you've got all this energy, strong energy in your 7th house of legal matters, and then you got the new moon in your 9th house, which, there is an element of legal matters there too. And, with the courts. Yeah. So just think about like the justice card, like the judge or, there's something here. And it could be you getting married, signing a marriage certificate. It could be you starting an LLC. There's just something you may be signing or just agreeing to or wanting to, manifesting it. This is a big new moon for you, okay? Remember, Saturn, Neptune, and Ceres, not just in Aries, they're conjuncting. They're merging their energies. And so you're really going to feel this in your 7th house. It's big. And it means you're building this new path, the beginning, right? And then remember, Uranus is in the mix. Uranus is progress, the Great Awakener. It's innovation. It's breakthroughs. Just had a historic conjunction with Mercury over the weekend. You got Pluto in the mix. Pluto's empowerment, your truth. It's unstoppable energy. And so Pluto natively rules your 2nd house. That's not only self-worth and self-value, but money, salary, income, finances. When you got the North Node in Pisces in your 6th house of work, and you've got all this Jupiter moving into Cancer in about 2 weeks from now in your 10th house of career and fame, you do the math. This is big. Okay? And that Mercury Uranus conjunction, remember, is still in Taurus. Your 8th house. So that's like relationship building. And it's wealth building. So you got some big things. And I want to remind you, Uranus is moving into Gemini in July, trining Pluto and Aquarius all year long. So your breakthroughs have, you've just begun. Because look at Pluto. Oh, we'll get to Pluto in a second. Let's just continue on. what makes this May 26th even more special is the fact that before we even get to the new moon that's happening at night, we have this mini golden triangle with the moon, with Pluto and Ceres, again, freshly new in Aries. And yes, you can throw Neptune in there. Neptune's not too far away, but this little triangle, when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, it's at 3 degrees. I don't make this up. 3 degrees is the Mercury degree, the Gemini degree. So we'll talk about that in the second spread when we talk about lunations, asteroids, planetoids. But again, just expect a lot. Some of you are getting married, by the way, or looking for that. Some of y'all are about to move into your second marriage too, by the way. Maybe even third marriage with Mars here. And, anyway. If you are a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising or your moon, or for your lover, or for your child, whoever, your cat, everyone is going to feel this new moon. But mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, and Aries, and Libra. And I'm going to throw in Leo and Aquarius, all right? Y'all are going to feel it the most, all right? Especially rising, but y'all are going to feel it. Now, if you know your birth chart, your natal chart, if you have any planets between 3 to 9 degrees in Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, right? Any of the air signs, or Leo, or Aries, you're going to feel it the most. And yeah, I'll throw in Virgo, Pisces, and Sagittarius to complete the mutable signs. So, with this new moon, Libra, what do you need to do? Ask yourself, where do you want to be 6 months from now for the corresponding full moon happening December 2025, right before the year 2026, the big year, right? The great reset, the year 10. So, speaking of 6 months, 6, the new moon, 6 degrees, 6, strong, 6, numerology, beautiful. It's harmony, it's empathy, it's kindness, it's nurturing. And you got Ceres in the mix. It's a bundle of joy, this new moon. So please don't forget, the new moon is happening at night, 11 p.m. So any seeds you plant, any intentions you set would be at that time or the next day, okay? And the next day is perfectly fine because look at what's happening. You got the sun, moon, and Mercury trining Pluto in Aquarius. Now, here's the thing, and this is Tuesday, May 27th. Mercury trine Pluto at 3 degrees. That's right, the Gemini degree. Now, here's the thing. This Mercury trine Pluto only happens twice a year. You've got when you see what's going on for you, remember, you got Pluto in Aquarius, right? And you've got Mercury in Gemini, and you're the third air sign. You're going to feel this, Libra, but you got Pluto in Aquarius in your 5th house. What is the 5th house? Joy, pleasure, love, true love, romance, right? Family, children, all of that, okay? It's also, think like 10 of Cups, right? It's also creative projects, it's creativity, it's sex, it's procreation. Y'all have kids. Or grandkids. Maybe there's grandkids. You got a lot of, 5th house is also recreation. So that's why when I look at you, I'm like, some of y'all may take some of the things that you do that are really fun and somehow monetize it, right? Make something. Do you know what I mean? Like there may be something here. But anyway, Mercury trine Pluto is confidence. It's empowerment. It's you being very influential with communication or, conversations that you have. It's impressing VIPs. It's Pluto. VIPs, bosses, authorities. VIPs opening doors for you. You got the keys, but they're just like, oh, well, actually, let me roll out the red carpet. There's going to be stuff here that like money matters, business, new projects, creative there's so much here happening for you. But what I love about Mercury trine Pluto is that, yeah, there's something here where you could be making new friends. You could be, everyone feels this, right? Everybody feels this in a different way, but just in general, this is where it's such a strong, with everything that's happening, someone could have a profound impact on you, okay? This is for the collective. Pluto and Aquarius, remember, the collective. And it is like friendships and community and humanity. And remember, you're going to start seeing this big shift. Now, when you got Pluto trining the moon, sun, and Mercury, that's big. Again, there's just So much happening here. The sun, remember I said you got Mars and Leo right now in your 11th house of your future hopes, wishes, dreams. So that's building big time. And then it's also your social network. It's your support system. It's networking. So when you got a very active Mercury, yeah, y'all are going to be very social, and y'all are already very social. So please network. Please network. It's all, your community as well, but there's just so much feel good energy that's happening this week for you. Like it's special. All right. So with this, just expect transformation, personal growth, opportunities, maybe even good news that you've been waiting for with Mercury trine Pluto, maybe since January 29th, 2025. Yeah. When Mercury conjuncted Pluto. But again, this being at 3 degrees, just be curious and expressive and social and open-minded to new experiences. And let me remind you, you've got all of this sextiling Saturn, Neptune, and Ceres, all freshly new in Aries, all conjuncting, all at that 0 to 1 degree point of initiating. So you've got a new path opening up for you big time. Remember, this is out with the old, in with the new. And a lot of it will be mindset with Mercury, right? But it's also just things happening within your physical world, carrying through the summer. Now, with that said, yeah, this is a lot of mercurial energy. Yeah. So it can be a little too chatty or too cerebral or overthinking, overanalyzing, or being a little bit scattered. Thinking before, it's like think before you speak, like that kind of energy. All right, so just keep that in mind. All right, Mercury does rule the nervous system. Yeah, so you will feel like restless, ready to go. You got things to say, you got things to do. All right, but again, for y'all, it really is just there's something spiritually happening for you. Like you feel something in your bones, and it feels really good, and that's nice because you throw in Saturn and Neptune and Aries. Remember, you're entering this brave new world, visionary, compassionate leader, role model, hero, all that thing. As long as you avoid the lower expressions of delusion, escapism, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. Okay. Because there is a little bit of also like, let's read the room energy with all this mercurial energy. So just be mindful of that. Get it? Mindful. Because it is all about the mindset. All right. But this is an amazing week. There's so many, it's very transcendent. And as I always say, everything is made of energy, and that does include your thoughts. Thoughts are energy, right? Energy can't be, I'm not going to get into it, but the thoughts that you have, the words that come out of your mouth, even the words you write into existence, maybe an email, maybe your diary, maybe you send a message in a bottle. All right. So you always want to vibrate at that high frequency, because this week especially will be a high frequency week. And don't forget, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Libra, who said that? Who said that? You leave in the comments. Oh, by the way, you will have a lot of home energy this week, but especially Thursday, Friday, we'll talk about in the second spread. Home, family, loved ones, even like mother, maternal energy, grandmother, but career stuff too. So there could be a female boss in the picture. All right. Now, another thing, by the way, I know I keep talking about Ceres, and if you're a subscriber, you should know Ceres by now. All right. Ceres just moved into Aries with Saturn and Neptune, and Ceres is linked to Virgo. So all about health, self-care, self-nurturing, but also Ceres is Persephone's mother archetype. So Ceres will square the moon. And again, I talk more about this in the June astrology overview. There's going to be mom stuff, just letting you know. All right, for some of y'all, or if you are a mom, you as a mom. All right, now, Thursday to Friday, yeah, we have the Sun conjunct Mercury in Gemini, all right? Now, I say Thursday to Friday because you're going to feel it Thursday, and it perfects Friday. So Friday is when you really, really feel this. Mercury, remember, planet of the mind, is now in the heart of the Sun. So think of that alignment. And we have cazimis a couple times a year. Why is this one so special? Well, not only is Mercury in its rulership in Gemini with the sun in Gemini, don't forget you got Jupiter in Gemini, but this cazimi will be at 9 degrees, which is another mutable degree. It happens to be Sagittarius degree. Now, here's what blows my mind for you, Libra, is that Jupiter is a ruler of Sagittarius. And all of this is the first decan of Gemini. So Jupiter and Mercury are really strong this day, this week. Like strong AF. You're going to feel it. But Sagittarius rules your third house. Sagittarius is the native ruler of your third house. Remember, Gemini rules the third house. And so once again, there is something big happening for you. It's just when you got your third house and ninth house activated, yeah, that's learning new things. That's writing a book. That's getting it published. That's starting a podcast. That's teaching. That's becoming a teacher. That's just travel is the biggest thing here. Some of you are going to be traveling. Wouldn't be surprised if you become, I don't know, travel agent or start a travel website, or a lot of y'all, there's stuff here, okay? When you've got your third and ninth activated. But a Mercury cazimi, this is clarity. This is a refresh. This is a reset of the mind. It's very Ace of Swords. It's a wake-up call too. Especially since you're still feeling the Mercury-Uranus conjunction from last week. So yeah, there can be something here with money or partnerships or your personal transformation where if there's any buildup up here, this is clearing the decks for Libra 2.0, all right? This is really wonderful, okay? You are going to feel that sharp, very, it's nice. And remember, this is a ramp up to the luckiest month of 2025, which will be June. Yeah. Now, Juno, by the way, I don't think, we're going to talk about the second spread, but one of the reasons why partnerships, relationships, contracts, legal matters, going to be a big thing for you this week is because Juno will square Mars all week. And as you know, Juno is linked to your sign. All right. And Juno, Jupiter's wife, she's going to get what she wants. So again, contracts, partnerships, marriage, legal matters, all of that, that's going to be really highlighted for you with the fact that Juno will square Mars all week and perfect. Over the weekend, we'll talk about in the second spread. Libra, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you. All right. Let me do a time check. All right. We're good. We're good. You're good. Libra Nation. Oh, by the way, one last thing. I talk about this in your monthly, in the June astrology overview. Again, I'll leave it at the end of this video, but we have something that we haven't seen in a long time, and that's Venus, your ruler, will conjunct Chiron and Eris, Mars' sister, thus the warrior god. And they will perfect. All right. That's happening on Sunday, June 1st. Again, I talk about it. That's obviously this weekend is going to be big for you, especially if you are here for money or, relationships or old wounds like breakups, things like that, or creative projects. Anyway, what a wonderful week. I'm so excited. Libra, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you for May 26th to the end of the month. Libra, sun, moon, and rising. Yep. Libra, you're amazing. Y'all crack me up. So, and you got the memo of the fact that Pluto is very active, Pluto in Aquarius, and all these planets in Gemini very active. So all this air, you being an air sign, you're really gonna feel this. You're really going to feel this week. I do a traditional Cultic Cross spread, offers the best overview, especially for a weekly reading. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will, especially for a week like this, yeah. And I love y'all. Libra, let's get started. Oh, yeah. What'd I say about that Justice card? There it is. Ruby, what is it? Okay. I might have to pause this. Ruby, what is it? Left it running. Yes. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, Ruby had to, I had to open the back door for her. Anyway, yeah. So you can see what's happening here. Yeah. There's got to be some change. And, but you're going to be fine. You see that. You got the Nine of Cups. Amazing. Nine of Cups. We call the Wish Come True card, right? I say it's genie in a bottle energy. He's sitting there like a genie in a bottle, right? He feels accomplished. There's something that you're getting that you wanted. There's a lot of enlightenment in this card. You see the cups over his head, as well as you see that he's very satisfied. This is a card of satisfaction, okay? It's almost like he's showing off the cups like they're trophies. So be very proud of yourself. There's something as you move into this week that you're feeling really good about, that you really like, okay? You really want. Now, you're going to have to let something else go because there's something here when you get the Five of Pentacles. So you have the Five of Pentacles, right? In the heart of your spread. This is a Taurus card. And it's very interesting because this card is attributed to Mercury in Taurus, which we just came out of over the weekend, right? When Mercury moved into Gemini and Taurus rules your 8th house, all right? And so there may be something here with partnerships. There may be something here where it's more like a feeling when you look at what's happening here. Pentacles are your physical world as well, all right? So what I was saying, it could be partnerships, it can be business, it can be career. There could be something here with that. There can be something here with work. There can be something here with money. It's Pentacles, money, wealth. Remember I said money, wealth, big thing for you this week. There may be something where you feel that it's almost interesting. There's something that you may have gotten that you wanted. Turns out there's something that, has to change. Again, I'm getting more about something about how you feel here, even though it is Pentacles. Pentacles are your physical realm as well. But you see the two people here focusing on their plight. And they're literally outside a church. So remember what I said. You got Mars and Leo. You got everything in your support system, your 11th house. All they have to do is look up. All they have to do is go inside. That's all they have to do. All right. And you've got all that support. What comes after the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, where you receive. And you know what I mean? Like that's that. So it does feel like there's something that might be holding you back. There's something here that it's almost like, let's explore it in this spiritual sense, because there's also this lack of spiritual wealth. Remember, they're outside the church. And even the Pentacles here, you see it shaped as an anchor. So it is this anchor of hope, right? So it's all around you. It's in the ether. So again, that mini spiritual awakening that I was talking about, that might be something that changes things for you, okay? Seeing something. Again, what's holding you back? Is it something within you holding you back, or it's someone in your physical world holding you back? Is it a job holding you back, right? Whatever it is, you've got the High Priestess in your challenge area. So and the High Priestess is not only like the guardian of the subconscious, right? But also there's something here where it's all about intuition, right? She's saying, trust your intuition. So again, something here that just feels a little bit more spiritual, like we need to connect. Yeah. We need to go down that path that we know is our authentic self, because again, with a week like this, there can be a couple paths, right? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. There's also a sense of opening up your heart this week as well and trusting what your heart desires. Now, the other thing is, it does feel like there may be, when I look at what's happening here, there may be someone that really, it's almost like either you compromise or you recognize that they may not be the right person to be within your orbit. Remember, out with the old, in with the new. Sometimes it can be hard, detaching yourself from someone that is part of, your life, like a friend, or remember, you have a lot of friendship stuff happening. So just keep that in mind. It could be anyone, but you got to trust your intuition. Now, you got the Empress in your crown, you have the Hierophant and the Reader spread. So I love seeing this happen. You do see that you've got card 2, card 3, card 5 in the major arcana. So that's almost like what's happening here is also part of like it's almost like you're on the brink of your new journey as well. And there's like in the early stages of what's happening this week, of course, that aligns with a new moon, with some new energy. Empress, amazing. Everything she touches turns to gold, kind of like Jupiter, right? But this is a goddess. This is Aphrodite. This is luxury. This is self-love. This is unconditional love. This is all you want is love. All you want is everything. You see that your symbol here, Venus, right? Your ruler and this stone-shaped heart. So again, there's this expression of the Empress is sensuality. All your five senses. It's sexuality too, but it's like there's something new that you want to create. I talked about babies, right? You see that she's pregnant. So some of y'all truly really want to start a family or have, children or grandchildren. Or if you're a teacher, maybe you want to, you want student. Do you know what I mean? But there's something new. The Empress is all about the new, the birth of new things. This is creation. So you already have it on your mind. There's something new that you want, okay? That's going to like bless your world, all right? And you want it to expand. You have the Hierophant, the Ritter spread. I love this. I love that you got the Hierophant. We talked about Saturn. Yeah, Saturn moving into Aries, a big thing in your 7th house, partnerships, relationships, legal matters. But at the end of the day, the Hierophant is also, a bridge builder, a path maker as well. He connects the divine and our physical world. So again, when you look at your entire spread here, there's something, it's just like there's something deep down inside you. Again, it just feels like you feel something deep down in your bones. And I want you to let that out, okay, with what's happening here. And I want you to really feel it and let that guide you. And that's all it is. Because a lot of y'all are wanting to, even this week, maybe become that like role model leader that I talked about earlier, but it's more about like being recognized. There's something about like being heard for you this week, and you will be. You have justice in your future. Justice will be served. Justice is your card. Justice is linked to Libra. Justice is in the middle of the major arcana, just like you are in the middle of the zodiac. You see the scale here, your symbol, right? That balance. Using that sword to cut anything out and leave it in the past that doesn't serve you on your journey moving forward. That brings that balance, okay? Now, the other thing is that with this, you're gonna have to take some action this week, okay? Because justice, remember, is highly associated with karma, all right? That's why we say actions have consequences, but equally so, inaction have consequences too. So if you want that justice in your favor, you're going to have to take that action and look up and remove yourself from anything that may be holding you back. But you got to trust your intuition. That is, feels like you already know. It feels like you already know. It just may be hard to do. And again, Juno will be squaring Mars. Now, let's get to your stuff. Libra, y'all are amazing. Listen, it may be a friendship, again, like I said, or a group you belong to, or a benefactor, or it's your 11th house is, really activated, but also partners, okay? Business partner. It could be the company that you work for. Every Libra is different. You have different birth charts, all right? Now, that makes you different from every other Libra in the world. If you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. Libra, let's talk. All right, now, oh my God, I can't even, okay. Okay, so you're good, right? You're really good. All you got to do, there's just one thing you got to let go. That's it. And feel, that's it. Just trust your intuition. That's it. There's something here holding you back. You got to recognize it. It may not be easy. It may be, and again, it can be Mercury so active. It can be something up here, but I'm getting more spiritual, but that's what you want to do anyway. Have that merging of mind, body, spirit anyway, right? You got the, I can't even believe what's happening here. Yeah, I'll give you one of these. You got the Emperor. That's you. Okay. So you got the pair, you got the Emperor and the Empress. You also got the pair here with the High Priestess and the High Priest, the Hierophant. Emperor, this is just saying, yeah, that's you just moving into your power, okay? And that's what I need you to do. The Emperor, he doesn't hesitate. Not at all. Okay, he's the Emperor. He rules the land. Just like the Hierophant, where you see the two people looking up at him, yeah? Looking up at him. Though he's a big leader, but more divine, more spiritual. He loves structure, organization too. That's the Hierophant, yeah? He's, what did I say, card 5, yeah? First card in the major arcana where other people appear other than the main figure. You can't lead if there's no one to lead. Anyway, Emperor, he's got the world in his hand. This is passion, power, wisdom. This is everything. Move into it. You've got it inside you. All right. Remember, Saturn and Neptune, new in Aries. There's a new beginning for you. This is saying, I'm going to own it. You got the 4 Wands. What I say about marriage, contracts, that's all here. Domestic stuff, that's all here. But it's Wands. This is this is celebration. This is you launching your business. This is you having a baby. This is you getting promoted. This is you getting married. This is you having your second marriage. Yeah, for a lot of y'all, again, your 9th house is activated. This is everything. And it's in your external factors area. So you know that it's happening. There's something to celebrate. This is milestones. This is the huzzah card, the hurrah. You're really good. Remember, it's not just, you got Saturn, Neptune, Ceres, Chiron, Eris, Venus in Aries, right? You got the Emperor who's Aries. You see the rams in his throne. You got, this card is attributed to Venus and Aries. You got Venus here. You got your ruler. You got your card Justice. Venus is your ruler. You got the Hierophant, who's Taurus. Venus rules Taurus as well. Y'all share Venus. I can't even. Like, this is insane. This is insane. Remember, a lot of energy in partnerships, relationships, one-on-one commitments, legal matters, contracts for you. Ace of Wands, something that you want. It's coming. It's coming. Remember your last week's reading when you had 3 aces? It's coming. This is that new. Aces, the new, right? New beginnings, new opportunity, new cycle. You see the leaves sprouting from the wand. What I say, new moon, plant them seeds. Things are going to grow. Jupiter's there. All right. Jupiter expands. Keep moving in that direction because you got the Magician in your final outcome. I can't, I'm trying to keep my cool because it's very rare that well, let me just tell you, yeah, this is you having the power to manifest whatever you want. That's it. And this is you starting a new cycle in a big one. When I say new cycle, if your life was a trilogy, you'd be on the, second book now, third book, whatever it is. It's not even a next chapter. It's a new era. It's a new book. It's a new everything. The Magician. We're beginning the Fool's journey here. Card 1. All right. You see all tools of tarot at his disposal. You can have it all. But the Magician, 2 things. The Magician is a card of action. Okay. Unlike the High Priestess, right? You see how she's passive, okay? And that's you just going within, intuition, all of that. This is a card of action, hand to the sky, hand to the ground, as above, so below, as I said before, right? Big. This is big. So you've got to take that action. It just seems like you will, all right? Secondly, the Magician happens to be attributed to Mercury. And like I said, Mercury is very active this week. Very active. And connecting with all these planets that's hitting all these different areas of your life. And I honestly just do not know what to say here. I'm going to show you something, Libra. You got card 1. You got card 2. You got card 3. I'm about to cry. I've never seen this before. Oh my gosh. You got card 4. And you got card 5. Libra. And then you got your card. Card 11. Remember, right in the middle, you got the Ace of Wands. You have the 4 of Wands. You have the 9 of Cups. And you have the 5 of Pentacles, which is in the heart of your spread. But even still, that's just saying there's something you got it. It's out with the old and the new. That's the biggest thing. All right. There may be something that may be hard for you to do, but you got to do it. Okay. You got Juno on your side, and you got Juno squaring Mars all week. Like I said, perfecting this weekend when you have Venus conjuncting Chiron and Aries this weekend with a moon in Leo this weekend. So what is that? It is partnerships. It is love. It is romance. It is creative projects. It is creative partners. It's family. It's children. It's also sex. It's, procreation. There's a lot here. There's a lot happening over the weekend. Anyway, I've never had this. You are on a brand new journey this week. It begins. It's almost like this is the week that everything happens. I've never seen this. I am have you been a subscriber of my channel for a long time? Like, you know that this never happens. This never happens. This never ever happens. And this is we're talking Celtic Cross. You just don't. I don't even know what to say. You take a screenshot. Do what you need to do. I'll move that. Yeah, I'll move that. You want a crystal there you go. I'll give you what you need. I'll give you the big one. The Labrador. I'll give you anything you want. This is huge. You're on a brand new journey. You're going to get everything you want. Just remember, high frequency, right? You got the Empress in your crown. Go after that. What is going to bring you that pleasure, that joy? What do you feel in your bones? Go after that. Trust your intuition. Oh my goodness. You are coming into so much power. There's something. And remember, I said, maybe there's something here you're signing. And you remember, you did get justice in your future. This with the external, you're good. You're good. I almost don't want to. I wish you were here in person. I wish we could talk right now, Libra. I wish we could talk about this. Anyway, leave in the comments. I'm gonna let you go. Oh my gosh, Libra, listen. I'm gonna let you go. I can't. Okay, you're good. You're good. You're good. This has never happened. Truly, never happened. You never see this. You never see this. I mean, I know. I'm really getting gum out. Anyway, Libra, yeah. Oh my gosh. Now I really want to see what's going to happen here. Okay. We'll do the second spread. We're going to do a spread for I'm going to see the new moon. We're going to do isolate the new moon. We'll talk about the lunations and the asteroids and the planetoids. Okay. We'll talk about Juno, Jupiter's wife, right? Contracts, partnerships, marriage, legal matters, all of that, all at one-on-one connection, squaring Mars all week. I'll tell you what that is. I'm going to tell you one day not to sign anything either. All right. And tier 3 members, you know where to find the link. There's so much happening. Okay. Oh, and the golden triangle, everything. All right. Anyway, anyone's welcome to join. If you like this reading, it would be great if you subscribe, leave comments. Libra, tell me this new thing that you tell me. And you know that Saturn moving into Aries, Saturn, Neptune moving into Aries. I told you this, that's affecting all the cardinal signs. This is big. I can't let you go. I can't let you go. Remember, next month we are moving into Cancer season, another cardinal sign. So do you see how this makes sense? What I say, Jupiter's moving into Cancer too. Remember the new moon in Cancer next month. That's conjuncting Jupiter. When was the last time you saw that? We got Mercury conjuncting Jupiter next month. You got Mars sextiling Jupiter. I can't even it is truly the luckiest month. And for you, of course, as a cardinal sign as you are, and remember, we're still in Gemini season too in June. You're an air sign. You feel all that with June. I'm going to let you go. Libra, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much. I'll see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.